Have you been wondering how you can decorate your property here at home? You've bought that property, you've finished paying for it, and now it's time to make it your home. And if you've been wondering how to do that, then you want to make sure that you watch this video. I'm having a chat with Ackate from Black Apple Decor, and he will give you so many golden nuggets on how to decorate your home. Okay, thank you so much for agreeing to this interview. It's lovely to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me.
And thank you for inviting us into your space. It's beautiful.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Okay, so tell us about where to start. Somebody has bought a property or they've just finished building a property. Where do they start? What's the first thing that they should do?
I think even if they are building, I think it's important that they consult with professionals in terms of the structure itself. And I always advise people to work hand in hand with interior designers sometimes before you actually finish building. Because we have situations where someone is done with a very beautiful house and in mind they want to set up certain things. But because of the way the structure is, it's impossible to do certain things. So I think it's important that even as you're planning to build, the architect as well as the interior designer, they should work hand in hand so that it's easy to plan everything. So if in a situation where someone, maybe they're done building and they're engaging us to do the decor, we need to assess the place and check it out and see the size of the space, because we start with the colors, what type of paint do we need to put there, because also the colors matters. Yeah, you can't just paint anything. It all comes back to the size of the house.
Exactly. No, I love that point actually, and it's not one that I had thought about. So what you're saying is that even as you are building, you must engage a professional such as yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really important point.
Yeah, it is important because I remember there was this client of mine who built a very beautiful house. And when I was invited to go and check the house, because they wanted us to do decor. And when we got there, we found that they needed a nice headboard. Those headboards that start from the floor going all the way to the ceiling board. But they had put windows everywhere in the bedroom.
Right.
And now you find that you can't mount a headboard on the window.
On a window.
Yes. So you're blocking things, there are curtains everywhere. So you want certain things, but they might not work because of the way that structure is. And also, we advise people there are certain features in the house that are permanent.
Right.
You can't change.
Right.
And so you find like right now people are using those cladding stones where the TV is.
Yes.
But those, it works like clothes. You know, today you can have color blocking, it's in fashion. Then after 2 years, it's no longer in fashion. So what do you do with that?
Yeah.
So I think those are some of the things that we need to take into consideration when we are building, because don't put permanent features for temporary usage.
Okay, all
Yeah.
right. No, that's a very, very good point. Now, when you first start engaging with a client, what questions do you ask them? And how does that inform your design work?
Okay, we don't impose our ideas only, like we just say this is how things work. No, we need to hear our clients, what they want,
Yeah.
what colors do they like. Because you see, there are people who say, I don't like white in the house. And it's them, that's them, you can't change them.
Yeah.
So we need to find a way how we can incorporate what they like, and on a professional point of view, it's okay,
Right.
if you love black or you love brown, these are other colors that can work with the colors that you like.
I see.
So I think when we start engaging with the client, we need to hear their views. What do they want to achieve at the end of the day? And sometimes other people, they suggest things just because they don't know what they want. So they'll be like, okay, I want this because they saw it in the magazine.
Yes.
And
or at a friend's house.
yeah. Yes. So now you find that people, they see things, but the size of their place or the design of their place might not be able to accommodate that design. So that's where we come in now to advise, to say, look, in a small space, I'm sure you'll be able to show this space that we are in here.
Yes.
It's quite a small space.
Yes.
So you'll find that other people, because a traditional way, a house should have a dining set, it should have certain things. So even if the house is small, they'll still put a huge dining set,
Right.
huge chairs
yes,
there.
Yes.
So
and
you
the
need
display.
Yes. Because that's the background we're coming from.
That's right.
And you find that everyone think that's how it's supposed to be. So I think we start engaging with the client, making them to understand that times are changing.
Yes. Yeah.
The decor is changing as well. So there are a lot of things that are changing which they need now to adapt with the new system.
Okay.
Yeah.
But just on that point, where does somebody look for that inspiration? How does someone get to know what their style is? Because not everybody is creative in that way.
Yeah.
You know, so for example, I might be creative when it comes to business.
Yeah.
So, you know, where does somebody who, let's say they're in the diaspora,
Yeah.
they bought a property, where should they look for inspiration?
You need to get inspiration from whatever they're seeing out there, and they engage with a professional, maybe an architect, who can advise them to say this, it can work in your area.
Yes.
So I'll just tell you about building a double-story house. Building a double-story house, I think this is something that is trending now.
Yes.
Everyone is building a double-story house, but I think, in my opinion, I'm not saying this is just the way it's supposed to be. You're supposed to look at the environment as well. So check the environment. See if it's suitable for that.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
so it's not just about because I want a double story,
Yeah.
and or I want a 3-story house.
Yeah.
Check what is happening around that area, and is it safe for you? Because you can be exposing yourself to a lot of things again.
True.
Yeah, so as much as you want certain modern things, you need to be security conscious, decor conscious,
Yes.
and a lot of other things that are involved.
Yeah, I like that point actually, because what it's speaking to is the need to really plan
Yes.
from the outset, not
Yeah.
really just go along, you know,
True.
take it along as it is, but
True.
it has a lot of planning and foresight.
Yeah.
The other question I wanted to ask you is how important, and I think you've touched on it, but I just want you to unpack it a bit more. How important is lifestyle and location when it comes to design of a home?
It is very important. You see, there are certain things that, designing a house or a home, it starts from outside, your landscaping.
Okay.
The type of wall fence you want to put. Do you want to expose your house? Do you want to leave it open? So, like I said, you need to bear in mind what kind of environment are you in. See what kind of decor you can incorporate with the place that you are in, and you know that this type of decor can work in this environment that we are in.
What is your approach? Because, or what would you advise a person out there who wants to design their home? Because there's some people who want to let the space speak to them. So they'll go room by room.
Yeah.
There are others who want to have a concept very clear for the entire home.
Space, yeah.
Yeah. So how should one actually go about it? Should you do it room by room, or should you be going for the entire space?
Okay, yeah, the choice is, it's entirely in the hands of the client. You see, you can have different themes in one house. But like I said, we are moving with time.
Yeah, but would that be cohesive though?
Yes.
It can still be cohesive?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Certain type of things that you put in your space, it depends entirely on the space that you have.
Okay.
So if you have a smaller space, there's certain things that you can't put even if you want to put them.
Yes, you have to sacrifice certain things.
Yeah, you can't just say, no, I'll put this because of the space that you have. Then I've seen a lot of houses now, they're like open plan.
Yes, that's very popular.
So it's very important that when you're dealing with an open plan, you need to work with colors that will be able to coordinate.
Yes,
or
that's
whatever
why I was
decor.
asking about the cohesiveness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Colors that will coordinate. So if you're going to a separate room, which is totally separate from the other room, it's easy to introduce something totally different there.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Now let's talk about money and budgeting.
Yeah.
How should someone go about budgeting to actually get in a professional, from what you're saying, and also really design their home to be a beautiful space? What tips can you give the people who are watching?
I think to start with, I wouldn't say hiring an interior designer is expensive or it's cheap. I wouldn't. It's neither here or there. Why I'm saying so. You find that you pay for consultation. Maybe for us to visit your house, maybe there will be a charge of maybe 1,000 kwacha for us to come through to your place, do the assessment, because we need to see the place, not just via the phone or images. We need to physically see the place,
course, yeah.
and do the assessment there. Then thereafter, we are able to advise what kind of things are needed here, what kind of furniture you need. Then after we see the place, we are able to provide with a quotation to say, okay, chairs will cost you so much, painting the place will cost you so much, curtains, we'll do a breakdown in short.
Okay.
So you know everything. So once you want to engage us, you have a choice to buy those things yourself, or you can engage us to buy things for you.
Okay.
And our company makes most of the things.
Oh, I see.
Like 90% of the things you're seeing even in this place, they were made by us, and we make them right here in Zambia.
Oh, so you actually manufacture furniture?
Yes.
That's great.
Yeah, so we're into product designing.
Okay.
And we make, so the sofas that you're seeing in this house, all these were made right here in Zambia.
Beautiful.
By Zambians. So I'm proud to say that Zambians are very creative.
That's great.
And making amazing things.
Yeah.
Yeah, so from that consultation, you'll be able to know that in your, maybe let's say your kitchen, the kitchen will cost you so much.
Right.
The lounge will cost you so much. The bedroom will cost you so much. So even as you are planning now, you can raise money for the kitchen alone.
Exactly. And just say, I'm doing the kitchen.
Yes.
Yes.
Then we can do the kitchen.
Okay.
But the consultation will be for the entire space.
Okay.
So that helps you to plan. Yeah.
And the other thing that I wanted to find out is how do you deal with cost escalations? Because I think the last year or two, we've seen quite significant cost escalations, especially in this home ownership space.
Yeah, past 2-3 years, it's been crazy because today you go buy the materials, you find that the price is this, and then tomorrow the price change, it goes up, maybe it has gone up ×2.
Exactly.
Or ×3.
Yeah.
And you have already quoted the client.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now we had to reduce the duration for our quotation, like we would say, before we say this quotation is valid for 7 days, there was a time that we would say the quotation is valid for 24 hours.
Really?
Yeah. 24 hours.
That's
So meaning
hectic.
that if we give you a quotation today and you
have
don't,
to act.
Yes. Because if you don't, you come back tomorrow, the price might change.
Exactly.
Yeah, because we don't want to look unprofessional where you come to us today and we give you, to do up your house, it's going to cost you 30,000 or 40,000. Yeah. Then tomorrow, maybe 2 days later, you're like, okay, I have 40,000. And we tell you, no.
Yeah.
The price has gone up. You have to prepare for 60,000.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think now things are looking more stable.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's very easy for us to price certain things. But before, yes, we had that challenge. But now our quotation has gone back to 7 days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, almost 14 days.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And then, sorry, I'm sure that between the consultation and the quote, because I know people will have this question, you provide either a 3D design or something to show what the concept will actually look like.
Verbal consultation first, then we have that where we prepare the 3D, which the prices are different.
Okay.
Yes. So if you want us to prepare a 3D design to show you how your place will look like, yeah, because not everyone has the capacity to imagine things.
Exactly.
Yes. So we have a different charge to that.
Okay.
Yes, because that takes a bit of time.
Okay.
Yeah, but if we do a verbal consultation and provide you with a quotation, it's just within maybe 24 hours, you should have the quotation and everything. So the 3D design takes about a week for us to finish preparing everything so that you know. We do kitchens as well.
Okay.
So with kitchens, we take about 3 to 4 days. That one is mandatory. Like when you pay for consultation, we give you a 3D design for the kitchen because you need to see those things.
Yes.
Yeah,
that one is very important. Okay, so now thank you for those tips. They were excellent. Now I want to get more into your story. Can you tell us briefly, how did you get into interior design? How was Black Apple born?
Okay, I've been in this business 5 years now. And I remember when I started the company, that was 2017, somewhere there. It wasn't easy to penetrate the Zambian market because I don't think people understood what an interior designer really, like what is the importance of hiring an interior designer. Whereas to hire you just for consultation, it was hard. They're like, why should I pay you to come and tell me how to put a chair? Yes. So they didn't see the importance of that. And it took, I think, a year or two for people to start understanding. So I had a TV show called Nyumba Yanga, which we started telling people.
Right.
I think when people started watching that and they were seeing how we're transforming homes or houses, and they were like, okay, now we can hire this person. Yeah, and it so happened that I don't know about us Zambian. Anything that is done by Zambian, people, they don't believe, they don't trust it first. They don't just embrace it first. So I had a strategy, the way I introduced Black Apple, I made it look very foreign. Yeah, for 2 years, no one knew who was behind Black Apple.
That is so embarrassing. Zambians, what's wrong with us?
Yeah, I made it look so foreign. And no one knew.
That's how you ended up getting business.
Yes. So when people started coming through and you'd hear people even talking, oh, there's these guys, they're from South Africa, you know. They're doing amazing things. They're doing what. And we're there listening. And we didn't want people to know.
Yes.
Because we wanted people to trust our brand. Then even if we come out now that, guys, we're part of you. Already they have trusted us. So they can't go.
You.
Yes.
So who are your clients? What type of clients do you have? Corporates, individuals?
You see, the way I've structured the company, every person, I feel in business, every closed door has potential to give you something.
Right.
Yeah, so we target middle class people, high class people. Even if you get paid the lowest, you are our target. We have something that you can get from us.
Okay.
So apart from just doing decor for your house, you can get certain products from us. Like if you visit our office in Kabulonga, along Sable Road, we have items, decor accessories, we have scatter cushions that you can buy as little as 150.
Okay.
So our target is everyone.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. As we wrap up, this has been so interesting, so fascinating. Could you just say what are some of the challenges and frustrations you've encountered doing your design work in Zambia?
I think some of the challenges that I've faced is finding the right people to work with. We have very bad work culture here, and I know with time we'll be able to improve that. We work to finish. We don't work to perfect.
Right.
And I'm sure you have heard a lot of people say, Zambian product, the finishing, it's not good. The finishing, everyone talks about the finishing.
Right.
And I think for me, I saw that as an opportunity to say, if everyone is complaining about the finishing, that would be my first thing that I'll target.
Great.
I have to make sure that our finishing, you can't
It's on
tell.
point.
Yes, you can't tell whether this thing is coming straight from the shop or it was just made from scratch now. And we are trying, I wouldn't say we are there yet, but believe me, for the past 5 years that I've been in this business, we've improved a lot.
Well, if what I'm seeing here is anything to go by, I would say you're there. You've done it.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah.
All right, now can you just tell people, because I know we'll get so many questions in the comments, so please tell people how they can find you if they want to work with you. Where are you found?
Okay, so we have 2 offices right now. We have an office in Kabulonga along Sable Road on stand number 21. Yeah, and they can find us on Facebook. We are called Black Apple Decor.
Okay.
We are also on Instagram there, Black Apple Decor. We have another office, though not here in Zambia. We have another office in Pretoria, in Mororeta Park. We have another branch there where we are doing the same business under the same name, Black Apple Decor. And very soon, our target, we are believing God for that.
Yes.
Our target before the end of this year, we should be opening a branch on the Copper Belt, Kitwe. That's our target. So we are busy putting all the logistics together, and we are hoping that before December, we should have a branch in Kitwe.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So for those of you in the diaspora living in South Africa, if you've got a home that needs decorating either there or here, please get in touch with Black Apple Decor. And of course, those of you living anywhere else in the world, if you need help, there's help here, professional help. All right, thank you so much, Ackate. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it so much.
Great. So guys, you've heard it for yourself that decorating your home requires some thoughtful planning. It's not about throwing a sofa together with a cushion or a table or even a big dining table for that matter. It requires some planning, it requires getting the right person to help you, and it requires bringing all the elements together in a cohesive way so that you can create a beautiful home that you can enjoy when you're here at home. So I hope you enjoyed that video as much as I did. I actually learned a lot from my discussion with Ackate. And if you enjoyed it as well, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Click the notification button so you don't miss any of our videos, and have a look at our website to see what free resources we have for you. Otherwise, connect with us on social media, and we will see you in the next video. Bye for now.